Tesla Giga Berlin director responds to Musk criticism. Following Tesla's third anniversary of the opening of its plant in Grünheide, Germany, Tesla's head of manufacturing for the facility has responded to questions about Elon Musk's recent political alignment with USA President Donald Trump, a potential trade war, struggling sales in Germany, and several other topics. André Thierig, senior director of Tesla's Gigafactory Berlin, spoke in an interview with German news outlet the Frankfurter Allgemeine this week, noting that the electric vehicle (EV) maker isn't concerned about the recent political climate surrounding Musk and Trump. Rather, Thierig echoes a goal regularly stated by some of Tesla's top executives and designers, that the company is simply hyper-focused on making great vehicles. "We as a company, and even more so as a factory location, have never positioned ourselves politically," Thierig said. As translated from German, when asked if the politicization of Musk was harming the brand or factory, "We focus on what we do best, namely to build cars, and very good and very many. For us, this is about production at the site and not in politics. We can separate that well." The interviewer also asked about the arson attacks from environmental activists last March, whether or not Tesla is expecting more situations like that, and if the company has taken any measures to increase security given the recent uptick in vandalism and protests worldwide. Thierig notes that Giga Berlin has further improved its network for sharing relevant information in order to be able to respond more quickly to such attacks. He also says that employees on site would take action if necessary. Glad to see Giga Berlin churning out the new Model Y. The ramp is underway. Tesla Giga Berlin ramping to optimum production capacity. Regarding Tesla's decline in February sales in Germany, Thierig points to the shift to producing the new, refreshed Model Y from the legacy version, which required the factory to shut down production for a few days. He also notes that he can't directly comment on how many pre-orders Tesla received for the new Model Y, pointing out that his team and the factory were focused on production, instead leaving sales up to the sales division. "We in the Gigafactory do not sell, we produce," Thierig explains. "The sales figures are the responsibility of our sales organization. However, we know our production figures and our production planning, and we are currently moving production further high. Our delivery locations here and on the airport site in New Hardenberg are relatively empty, so the cars are quickly entering the market." When asked if he was concerned about incoming tariffs from the Trump administration, Thierig says that the factory increased localization of suppliers with the recent switch to the new Model Y, adding that 92% of components for the EV now come from somewhere in Europe. "This makes us even more resilient to disturbances in world trade," he adds. In addition, "We have a high level of vertical integration at the site, which has already paid off in recent years. Neither the turbulence in the supply chains during the corona pandemic, nor the chip crisis, or the war in Ukraine have led to production disruptions in our country." The interview also touches on Giga Berlin's long-awaited expansion plans, recent criticism from Union IG Metall, what he expects from the incoming federal government, and how he believes that bureaucracy needs to be reduced in the country, among many other topics still. Thierig has been with Tesla at Giga Berlin since August 2020, first working as a paint manager, before being promoted to manufacturing director and subsequently to senior director for the factory in general. Prior to that, Thierig was a 19-year veteran with Ford's German operations, primarily working in paint engineering. Tesla shares reservations about Giga Berlin's revised water contract. Source: reposted and summarized from Zachary Visconti at teslarati.